Ellie. She's Matt. Kay Deloach. Cameron Bradford. That's it.
All right, good deal. So, moving on, we have a guest speaker. Is she here with us? Chrissy Stank, there she is. Good deal. Would you like the microphone or?
Oh, maybe. Totally up to you.
It's up to you.
Do I need the microphone, or can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me?
If you can hear us.
Okay.
And don't feel standing behind you.
I won't, thank you. I'm not a podium person, right? Everybody's in my class. I do not like podiums. Hi, so my name is Christy Stake. It's really big up there on the board. I am the co-director of Com 101, which probably everybody in this room has had to take before, right? Yay, Com 101. But that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to talk to you about that. At the beginning of this year, Louisiana Tech took a look at some things, and what they looked at were these nationally competitive scholarships, right? You may have heard of some of these: the Rhodes Scholarship, the Fulbright Scholarship, Goldwater Scholarship, Truman Scholarship. So these scholarships that are like big time, right? Like this is the big boys. These are the big things that get you into grad school, get you that golden ticket that you're then known for the rest of your life. And what they looked at was, we haven't had any applicants in a while. And so they decided that what we really need is somebody on campus that's just kind of watching this and making sure that we have applicants, making sure nobody's falling through the cracks, making sure nobody is wanting to apply but doesn't know how to apply. So I drew the short straw, and they asked me to be in charge of these sorts of things, right? And so this year, for the past like 3 whole weeks or so, I've been looking at all these national scholarships, trying to find students on campus that fit them. Some of you I see in the room, at least one, right? I've already contacted about some of these because you definitely fit. So there's things like the Goldwater Scholarship, that's for specifically STEM majors, right? So okay, so I can go to the STEM faculty, we can find the STEM majors. There's others that are like specifically for English majors or for people who want to go to Oxford. But there's one that's kind of giving me a little bit of fits. And it's called the Truman Scholarship. Has anybody heard of the Truman Scholarship? Okay, several of you. Okay, good. So what the Truman Scholarship is, it's named after Harry Truman, right, our ex-president. And when he passed away, he said he didn't want like a statue or a library or whatever. What he wanted was a national scholarship for students who really want to be change makers. They really want to help change society, better society, right? Go into things like education for the poor, or policy decision-making, right? Or law for the underrepresented, right? Those sorts of students is who he wanted to identify and to actually help. And so this is a national scholarship. Every year, students apply for this. Thousands of students apply for this. And it's pretty intense, okay? So what they're looking for is you have to be junior status. So we're looking for juniors. So those of you who are sophomores, come and see me anyway because we'll start working on you for next year, right? But juniors who are graduating next year from Louisiana Tech that want to be, well, first of all, you have to want to go to grad school, because what this scholarship does is it pays for your grad school. So it's a pretty nice little scholarship. It's $30,000, pays for your grad school, right? So that you don't have to worry about it. But in return, so first of all, they only pick one person per state. So when I say it's competitive, it's really competitive, right? Like this is one person per state who's going to be the change maker for Louisiana for this year. And then what they do is they get all of these 50 students who have been selected, and when you graduate from college, first of all, they send you to Washington, D.C. for a leadership conference. And what they do there, first, you meet each other, right, which is awesome because now you're connected with all the other change makers around the nation, but they also then partner you with somebody in your field who's there in DC actually changing things right now. So if you want to go into military service, right, they would partner you with somebody at the Pentagon. If you want to go into being a politician, they would partner you with a senator. If you want to go into education, maybe you get partnered with Joe Biden, I don't know, right, or somebody in that field, so that now you have a mentor who's not only like, okay, cool, a mentor, but like really a mentor, right? Like somebody who actually is big time in this field that you can connect with. So after you do the Leadership Institute and you make all these connections and do all these networking, then you go to grad school. And every year in grad school, you write a report about what you're learning, how you plan on using this in your career from then on. And then after you graduate from grad school, you are required to work in the Service Institute, not service like hospitalities, but service like, right, social services for at least 3 years. Okay, so something in, here's a list of them: education, government, nonprofits, social work, legal, and military. So something in those fields, you have to commit to 3 years of working in those fields after you graduate. Now here's the honest truth about the Truman Scholarship. If you are named a Truman Scholar, just about any grad school in the country will say, come on in. In fact, I was digging around, and Yale doesn't even make Truman Scholars apply. They just say, here's your ticket, come on in. We don't even care. So it is like one of the most prestigious we've got in the United States. It is highly competitive, but I really think we've got people like that at Tech that want to do this sort of stuff, right? That want to commit to this sort of a field, but I need help finding them. And when I started kind of asking around, professors were kind of wishy-washy about it, and I started thinking about this. What they're really looking for are people in leadership positions who are already making change right now. Well, who's in leadership positions making change right now? SGA, right? Like, y'all are the ones who are already doing this. And then I went digging, and sure enough, for the past 3 or 4 years, it's something like 90% of Truman Scholars all were part of SGA. And so this seems to me to be the perfect place for me to find the Truman Scholars. So what I'm going to ask y'all to do, it's really difficult. If you want to apply, come and let me know. If you know of somebody who you think would be good to apply, let me know, right? Who are the movers and shakers on Tech's campus? Who are the ones who are making a difference? Who are the ones who are pushing for change? Who are the ones who really want to commit to this for the rest of their lives? What I'm going to do at that point, because you're probably asking yourself, why is the COM 101 lady sitting here talking to us about this? What I'm going to do at that point is I am then going to help you figure all this out, right? I'm going to hold your hand. I'm going to help you write your essays. I'm going to make sure you get your letters in. I'm going to make sure you write your letters well, right? I'm going to make sure you're on top of everything. I'm going to help you practice for the interview. I'm going to give you a lot of tips and tricks, all that sort of stuff, to make sure that not only are you our best fit at Tech, but you're well prepared before you go into it, and you can rock some of those interviews and you can win some of these things. So I will then become your coach to help you through all of the process, all the way to the very finish, and then hopefully we can actually get a Truman Scholar here at Louisiana Tech, which would be awesome. We've had one finalist before, we've never had a winner. So that would be fantastic. All right, I'm going to get 2 of my favorites. Abram, come here, and Walker, come here. Walker, I just boss you around all the time anyway, sorry. Y'all come pass out my business cards for me, okay? So if you guys are interested, or if you know somebody who you're like, oh my gosh, this person is perfect, y'all send me an email, say, hey, Miss Christie, that scholarship thing you talked to SGA about, I'm interested in that, and let me know. While they're doing that, is there any questions for me? Yes, sir.
You said 1 per state. Does that student have to be an in-state student?
So what they do is it's actually not where you go to school, it's where you're from. Yeah, and so it's your hometown state is what they're looking at. Yeah. Other questions? Yes, sir.
I'm interested.
You're interested, good. Send me an email so I'll have a written response and we'll get in touch. And we will definitely figure this out.
Yeah.
I think, like, this is an awesome opportunity, right? This is incredible. Yes, ma'am. Hey, y'all.
So I'm out of state, so
Yep.
I wouldn't qualify as the Louisiana student.
So it's not about, like, what school you go to for that state, it's where your hometown is. So you would be competing against people from Nebraska or wherever you're from. Does that make sense? Yeah. So this is what we actually do. This is, if y'all want to know the details, we can actually nominate 4 people, right? We would not nominate 4 people from Louisiana because then you're competing against each other. But if we can get some out-of-state kids, I will absolutely nominate a Texas person and a Mississippi person and a Louisiana person, and hopefully we can get 4 of y'all to all get the Truman Scholarship. That would be awesome, right? So it's all about your hometown. What other questions do you have?
Spread out.
Oh, did you really? Holy smokes, I thought I had a box.
There's a lot of us.
Does the major matter?
The major, okay, good question. So he said, does the major matter?
Listen up.
No, and that's the tricky part, because everybody thinks, oh, you gotta be in political science for this, but you don't have to be in political science for this. You can be aviation major if you want to volunteer your entire life to bring in supplies into third world countries. Like, that's social service. That's awesome. So no, the major doesn't really matter. Now, what you want to do with it does, right? So you can't be in pre-med and then just want to be like a famous plastic surgeon, because that's not really going to be helpful, right? You have to actually have a pretty clear career path of what you want to do to help serve other people. If you don't have a card, see Walker. Walker works, so he gets to take the ride. Go ahead. That's it? Okay, oh yes ma'am.
So I know that you said it's like they pick one each year, so if I'm a junior and I'm going to graduate next year, it doesn't matter what year you win, technically?
Yeah, so they only allow juniors to apply, so you would apply this year.
Okay.
But if I have a sophomore who's interested, right, awesome, let's start working on this thing now so that you would then apply your junior year. But you would have more time to work on your essays, to work on your things, to kind of get ready and prepared. So if you're a sophomore, if you're a freshman, do we have freshmen? If you're a freshman.
Not yet.
Okay, I was about to say anything.
Well, we do as of today, but they aren't here.
Okay, so sophomores or juniors, if you're a senior, I'm sorry, sucks to be you. You lost it, right? Blame the people who should have done it last year. But yeah. All right, any other questions for me before I let y'all go and get on to your actual stuff? All right, guys, good deal. Thank you very much for letting me
Let's
come
give it
talk.
up. Thank you, Ms. Christie. Yeah. Woo. All right, who's gonna apply for that? I know Connor Smith is. Lady? Yeah. Look at y'all. All right, moving on with the meeting. We have Ms. Madam President.
Okay, please shout out, brother boy. Thank you, Sarah. You're the best. Hey, everybody. So much, Sarah. Well, hey, guys. So excited to be back after a week. Hey, Brooke. So, first things first.
Rest in peace, Uncle Peter.
Rest in peace to Union Board, actually. RIP. They lost the game. Go.
Yeah! Yeah.
Really being able to hear him from Wiley Tower. Also, attaboy and attagirl to all the Supreme Court, because of last week, y'all were able to meet on such quick notice for all those appeals, so thank y'all so much. Very grateful for that, and I know y'all get to do a ton throughout the year, so that's a big thing, so I appreciate it. And then last thing is homecoming week is next week. Woo! There will be y'all, not specific ones, but like a minimum number of events that y'all all have to attend. So look at the events that are going on throughout the week, figure out which ones you'll be able to attend, and go to them. Because it's going to be fun no matter what to go to as many as you can, and you don't want to like miss out on those opportunities. Also, congratulations to everybody who got on homecoming court. Very excited for you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. And everybody that went for it, applied, was nominated, all the way from the get-go. Congrats to you too, because that's a big deal and that's awesome. It's my report.
Thank you, Madam President. All right, moving on. My report. Woo! All right, so next week, that's me. Excited to see all the new ex officios and freshman senators next week. So if y'all didn't know, freshman senate results were posted today. So we have 3 new freshmen coming next week. So let's give it up for them, even though they're not here yet. Yeah, freshies. So, senators, today we have a lot of business, and one of the things we have to do is vote for ex officios. So I'm gonna give a little breakdown of what could happen and what I recommend. So, Supreme Court looked over all the applications, and all the organizations are eligible. Senators, did any of you look at the agenda? I hope y'all looked at the agenda, I made it fancy, so when you open it and click the link, you can, fancy stuff. Yeah, look at me. So, I made a letter saying all the organizations are eligible. So, last year, we had a lot of applicants, but we couldn't take all of them. Well, this year, all applicants could be technically ex officios. So, We still got to do nominations where each senator has to nominate an organization, and then from there, we can go to a vote. But from before that, we can discuss and talk about who we want to remove from that list. So, if y'all want to, we can nominate everyone and vote everyone on, which I recommend because everyone can be on ex officio. But if you feel like one organization doesn't belong, discuss it, debate it. Don't be afraid to talk. Y'all are senators. You have every right to. We have Robert's Rules of Order, so I can, even though you're like, oh, I hate this organization. Don't say hate, say it professionally. But, let's have a civil matter and debate today, if we do debate, which I don't think we will. But be prepared for that. So senators, we have a lot of good business in a little bit, so be ready. I yield my report.
Same thing as always.
Same thing as always. Talk to me if you spend money. The people that have been spending money are doing a great job. By giving me everything on time. Cabot, if y'all have like events coming up soon that you know you're gonna need to spend money on, please come reach out to me, especially if it's food. And there are those, especially food.
That's right.
Yeah, disregard like a message, like that was from last week, I just didn't change my slide. But there's my number again, you need to text me. So.
Good deal.
Gracie.
Gracie. All right, you keep the mic. Moving on. Madam Secretary.
Don't forget, keep sending your excuses for the retreat. They're still due October 25th. Keep doing your office hours, y'all still doing good. I was real sick the first half of yesterday, so I didn't send a remind about, getting your office hours done, and I forgot to send a reminder about excuses being due. And then I pushed back when office hours are due, but I'm not doing that anymore, because even if I do forget, which probably shouldn't happen again, if I do forget, office hours are due the exact same time every week, and the excuses for meeting are due the exact same time every week.
When are office hours due? And when are excuses due? Y'all are so good.
Woo!
And then I just put an over there. You'll have to come to at least 3 homecoming events next week. Some of them, stop by for a minute and won't take for 5 minutes, and I can give you one. Do attendance for that, how to tell which event y'all went to. So just keep in mind, y'all gotta go to at least. And y'all are SGA, and SGA is putting on homecoming week, so y'all should want to go reward them for. And support student affairs. So yeah, that's mine.
Woo!
Go SGA,
Yeah, government.
Thanks for the pity laugh, Trevor.
All right, Wes.
Hey, the one thing I want to ask you guys, I still need a couple of people to help with the Let Us Dream Conference. It's on October 27th. Elizabeth said she's just going to start assigning people to go and volunteer for it. So here's the deal. It's a conference that's 1 day. It's free of charge. It's between us, Grambling, supposedly ULM and Delta, and a university out of India. It's going to be talking about social stuff as far as volunteering in the community and social justice, that type of stuff. I think this year is specifically about nonprofit involvement. There's a panel for mental health and wellness, and then there's a panel for education, and then there's a student panel. The student panel is going to kind of piggyback on the other panels, and so we're going to be talking about mental health and what it looks like to be a successful college student today. And here's my deal. ULM and Delta have not been responsive at all. So right now, I've got a panel of about, I think I've got about 8 people on the panel. 6 of those are Grambling students, 2 are Louisiana Tech students. Nothing against our friends from Grambling. Happy to have them. They're going to do a great job, but it's going to look really sorry if a Louisiana Tech hosted conference has that many students from Grambling and nobody from Louisiana Tech involved. So please, just if y'all want more information about it, I know it's not been super publicized, but we're here. So if y'all have interest, a couple of y'all texted me while I'm talking. So appreciate that. Talk to me. I'd love to get you on the panel and get your perspective and just have you kind of doing some stuff today. It's October 27th, a couple of weeks from now. We'd love to have you on the call. That's really all I got.
Thanks, Wes.
Yeah.
Love you.
Calendar reports. Tori, yes.
Alright, hey y'all, for those of you who came to diversity inclusion training last week, thank you so much, we had a really great time, it was a lot of fun. This week's diversity inclusion training is Thursday at 6 p.m. There's been a location change, it will be in Davison Hall in the lecture style auditorium. I'm gonna get the number, y'all, I'll send it to the Slack, but for those of you planning on coming this week, Davison Hall, 6 p.m. It'll be a good time, so yeah, thank y'all, y'all have a good week.
Woo!
Elise.
Hi everybody, I'm gonna be fast and then we're gonna hurry, but I have a couple of awards I'd like to give out today for good performance at dog hall. So I got people who are giving me awards a $5 Sonic gift card because I'm not rich, so it's only $5.
Aw.
So you can get a drink. So I have 5 people who just see me after meeting to get it. First is Haley Putman for doing PR and pictures. Woo! And the official MVP of Dog Hall is Connor Smith.
Yeah!
And his location had the most movements out of anybody's, and a lot of times his organization wasn't helping him, and he had to move everything by himself with Dr. Guys. So I'm appreciative. Thank you, everybody. See me after meeting.
Miss Allie.
Hey, so we have homecoming week next week, so that means we're gonna be posting a lot on the Instagram. So just to help us out, we all be really interactive with it. We're doing a big post with like all the events on Sunday. It's gonna be a little Instagram contest. Y'all can't win the Instagram contest, but you can still participate. So y'all just share it up. It's gonna be a lot. And so y'all have any questions? Always, message me about questions. That's it. Instagram.
Just want to do a quick reminder, we got retreat November 4th and 5th. Get excited about it, we got a lot of fun things planned. And also want to do the MVP of last night's game, Levi.
Yes, sir. Any other kind of reports before we're... All right. Presentation time. Okay. Let's see.
I was trying to say one thing, real. If you texted me and said you had to leave early for
So we can open it Google Docs
farm
if you want
days,
real quick.
you can leave at 6:30.
I can just scroll.
You can.
Yeah. No, in the center. Something like that. Oh, lost it. Yeah, it's not more than B. Technology.
That's, okay. Yeah,
All right, there we go. Is that good?
Yep.
And then just scroll.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can kind of see it right here.
Do you have to scroll anywhere specific?
No, just it's set up so just scroll.
Okay.
And do you need a mic?
Nope.
All right, y'all listen up.
Okay, so homecoming week. We've been working really, really hard since before school started to get all this stuff organized. Shout out to my student affairs team. They've been helping me a lot. So I'm just gonna go through the events, and I'm gonna let you know like kind of the things that we're gonna need help with as far as like manpower. And I'll be sending out like a sign-up sheet, and I'll also send this out so everybody has this that you can look over it later. Okay, so first, this is really little in here. Okay, so social media giveaway starts at 12 p.m. on Sunday, so that's when it'll be posted. Obviously, that's what it'll be posted on, shared on everything, so everybody's commenting on it. And then we have 17 banner sign-ups, so there'll be 17 banners in the plaza that will be hung by 5 p.m. on Sunday. Okay, so we have a blood drive on Monday. It'll be kind of like the Op Center, Tolliver. They always park somewhere a little bit different. So go. We're not giving out shirts this year, there, are we? No. Okay, so last year we did really, really good, and they wanted to actually come back a second day. So I'd really like to have the same turnout. This year, BSU and SGA is partnering for cook-off in the plaza from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's something that we're gonna need help, staffing. It's free food. Students get tickets and there'll be like a people's choice that like you can put your tickets in. And then softball tournament Monday night, that's gonna be out at the RPAR. No, it changed. It's at RPAR, so out the Ruston, fields. Yep. And then everybody at SGA, like, we need to make sure we're representing SGA while we're there. Like, I know half of us are probably playing, but because it is an SGA event, any questions need to be directed, like, because I know there's going to be questions to me or Elizabeth, so we can answer that.
Also, side note entirely, but if you are playing those, have good sportsmanship and all that kind of stuff, because like she said, you're representing SGA. Don't be a
All week. All week.
Yeah.
Okay, career closet clothing drive, that's something that we're gonna need help with, in some probably 30-minute shifts at the L booth, which is we're just collecting like stuff that the career closet said that they needed help with. Then Union Board has their talent walk and then talent show, which this year it's at the Dixie Theater. So let's go support them. They've been working really hard on that. Stop scrolling.
There we go.
Okay. So Dollars and Dogs, we did that last year. The Alumni Center is hosting that. Then we have the toiletry drive. That's something that we're gonna need help with. Same thing like the clothing drive. That's also in the plaza. And then Step Show, that has been changed to the TAC as of right now, at 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Scavenger hunt. So scavenger hunt's gonna be through social media. So SGA will post like little snippets of information as to where there's gonna be a hidden prize on campus, and then whoever finds it will then, or hidden piece of paper, and then they'll get a prize. Then BSU has their Soul Train, which last year it was Whose Line What Is It Anyway, which was where they learned like line dances, and it's along the same lines. Okay, this is Friday, so that is kickoff specials downtown. So like a lot of the businesses are having like sales, stuff like that. A lot of them are going to stay open a little bit later. We have a parade float contest, so all parade floats will be downtown by 2, and then we have the pep rally downtown at 7. So that's where like the band will be there, Regals cheer, court will be presented down there. A lot of alumni come. It's super fun. Oh, and at the pep rally, all the winners for the week get announced at the pep rally. So if your organization, you think you might have won, you have to have somebody there to receive the plaque. And then, so parade starts at 11, so because it's a 2 p.m. kickoff, so everything starts way earlier this year. Parade starts at 11 from University, and ends at Argent, and then football game is at 2. And King and Queen will be crowned at halftime. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'll send all that stuff out. And I'll send out a sign up as well. So any questions about it?
Events that other organizations are hosting, do those count as events for us to go to?
What did you say?
Do events that other organizations are hosting count as events for us to go to?
As long as they're part of,
Yes.
as long as you're at an event for homecoming.
Yeah.
That it? Period. Huh? All right, cool.
Woo! Homecoming. All right, any other cabinet reports that I may have missed? All right, moving on. Senate reports. Senators, any reports? Okay, moving on.
Oh, wait, I did have a cabinet report.
Okay.
So Sarah had to go for farm games, but our paper plate award going to, can y'all guess? It's going to elections. Okay. So great this whole week.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben. Ben. And Trip.
And this note says, we appreciate appreciate your hard work and dedication to the organization and to the campus. You deserve all the recognition. Congrats. You're welcome.
Wait,
Take a nice little picture. Say cheese.
Beautiful. Okay. Hope you have the best day ever.
All right. Abram, Senate report. Yes, that's me, Senate. Okay. Gotcha. We'll do announcements now. Any other announcements before we move to Senate business? Abram?
So, if you, like the food pantry but don't like going to Carson Tabor Hall, there's now a little free pantry by, Oliver that y'all can get some nice, good food from.
Yeah, free food.
Yeah.
All right, good deal. All right, any other announcements before we move to Senate business? All right, continuing. So, this part, cabinet, silence por favor. All right, so, ooh, weird, cool. All right, so Senate, roll call. Madam Secretary, how many? Make sure we have senators here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You said 17?
Yeah, 16.
16, okay, count 16 as well. We reached quorum. So that's good. All right. Moving on. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda? All right, do I hear a second? Second. All right. For all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any nays? Abstain. All right. The motion passes. All right, moving on. So we have no old business. Okay. New business. Proposal of Resolution 22-23-3. So, Senator, where is it? You're right there. All right, present your resolution. I mean, you can read off your phone, whatever, if you have it.
Well, in any case, I remember. I present a resolution to acknowledge Dr. Guy's Saturday morning walks. He's bringing a health awareness on campus. You know, just something like an easy walk. So I do want to recognize his effort and also the opportunity that it gives us to interact with him on a one-on-one basis outside his office.
Good deal. All right, do I hear a motion to adopt Resolution 22-23-3? Abram.
I motion to adopt resolution.
I hear a motion. I hear a second. Second. All right. Any discussion? All right, hearing no discussion, we'll now move on to a vote. For all in favor to adopt Resolution 22-23-3, say aye. Aye. Any nays? Any abstain? Resolution 22-23-3 passes. Congratulations. All right. Woo! Yeah. All right, moving on to Resolution 22-23-4. Senator Turner, you may present it.
Okay, so this is a resolution to convey student support for recognizing Sonny Cumbie, his coaching staff, and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs football team for individually writing letters to Ella Breezy's family after she passed away from cancer. Whereas the Louisiana Tech football team represented Louisiana Tech University by embodying the guiding principles of this university through individually writing personal, encouraging, and uplifting letters to Ella Breezy's family. Whereas several students and alumni have approached the Student Government Association regarding how encouraged they were by Sonny Cumbie's leadership, integrity, and class to seek out such an opportunity, how thoughtful and encouraging it was for the football team to individually handwrite letters to Ella Breezy's family, and how encouraged the students and alumni were because the team went above and beyond the game of football, providing support, comfort, and encouragement to the Breezy family in such a difficult time. Therefore, be it resolved by the SGA Senate that the student body of Louisiana Tech University formally recognizes Sonny Cumbie, his coaching staff, and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs football team for their kind act which expressed the tenets of Tech to others, going beyond expectations to comfort the Breezy family of Clemson University.
Good deal. All right. Do I hear a motion to adopt Resolution 22-23-4? All right, you want to say it? Go ahead.
Motion to adopt resolution 22.
All right, I hear a motion. I hear a second.
Second.
Second. All right. Any discussion?
I thought the coach said they didn't want that.
Well, okay, so what we're doing is, we're not recognizing them at the football game, we're just recognizing them as an SGA. Like, we're not making a public service announcement saying like, hey, which is a formal, when he signs this resolution, we'll give it to him saying like, hey, we just recognize you.
It's just like.
All right, any other discussion? All right, hearing none, we'll now move on to a vote. For all in favor to adopt Resolution 22-23-4, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Abstain? Resolution 22-23-4 passes. Congratulations. Woo. All right, so, Senators, the fun stuff, ex officios. So, here are all the eligible organizations that are offered an ex officio seat. So how it's going to work is I need a motion to open up nominations. Once we open up nominations, you will raise your hand one at a time and nominate one organization at a time, and we'll go from there. So, like I said, if you want all of them to be voted on, we need to nominate all of them. If not, oh well. So, do I hear a motion to open up nominations? All right, and your second? Second. All right, nominations are open. So, raise your hand to nominate. BSU. International Student Association. Cameron? Union Board.
Honor Student Advisory Board.
Honor Student.
Peer Leadership Council.
Peer Leadership Council. Precision Flight Team. I mean, yeah, okay. We'll just keep it how it usual. Okay. Galen.
International Student Association.
We already nominated that?
That's all right.
Abram?
Engineering Science Association.
Engineering. Science. All right. National, I forgot about them. All right. All right.
Film Club.
Film Club. Student You can just slate, yeah, slate it. All's a slate, all right. All right, we'll do that. Like I said, we'll do that. I just want to keep it, the way it was ran in the past. Okay, so he slated it. So technically, all these beautiful organizations are now nominated. So we'll now move to a debate. Do all these organizations belong as an ex officio seat? Do I hear it? Yes.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
What is Instrumentation and Automation Society? Because this is a new one for me.
Do we have Abram?
If I'm correct, I'm pretty sure that, this is the one that deals with not only drones, but other building, I guess, automation, like smart devices and things of that nature. They're more of a new organization.
Yeah, they're new.
A lot of backing, I think, from university.
Okay. Any other discussion? So, okay, would someone from the Senate like to speak upon Union Board? Camden.
So traditionally in the past, Union Board was a part of student government, but they have branched off. But since they serve the student body on such a wide level, and they also receive student funding from every student that attends this university, it is best to honor them with an ex officio seat on the student senate.
Deal. All right. All right. Good deal. All right.
So, if I'm correct, so all these people were nominated to have a seat on SGA?
Yes. So they applied, Supreme Court looked them over, and they're all eligible for ex officio seat.
They all have one person in the Senate?
Yes. So
But we can nix them out?
So if someone you don't think belongs as ex officio, so if you're like, hey, this club doesn't belong, you can speak out. Okay. Any other discussion? All right.
That's what I was gonna ask. Why does film club do one? Because what do they do?
All I have to say is, I don't really think there's a reason to take away a position whenever like all of these organizations has like a vast like spread across campus. So like film club, you may be like, oh, well, it's film club, but they also like are a big organization on campus. So why not just allow another point of view into the Senate whenever the Senate should have different points of view to be able to debate and write bills and resolutions to help the student body.
All right, good deal. All right.
I also believe like film club is one of the only organizations that's kind of into everybody, so it would not major wise, no race wise, nothing specific. So I feel like having such a body on campus is very important. Like having it on SGA is very important.
Any other? Kevin? All right, here a motion to end discussion. I hear a second. Second. For all in favor to end discussion, say aye.
Aye.
Nay? Abstain. All right, we'll now move to a vote. So for all in favor to approve all these organizations for ex officio seat, say aye.
Aye.
Nay? Abstain.
Aye.
Yeah, respect his choice, y'all.
Hey, Dave, sorry, let me put the advisor hat on a little bit. I don't know if this matters to y'all, but some of these organizations are not registered as student organizations currently.
They were approved by the
I'm just telling you, they're not recognized student organizations on campus currently. They're expired.
Which ones? Does that give us a legal?
All right.
If you want me to share those, or I don't know how you want to handle that as an SGA. Nobody ever presented these to me to verify that.
Gotcha. So from the Constitution, ex officio seats in the SGA Constitution, they have to go through the Supreme Court, which they will all verify they're a recognized student organization, which from the ruling in the Slack, they put the ruling as well. They said that all these organizations were eligible for ex officio seat. So
That's up to y'all if y'all want to handle it. I'm just telling you, not all of them are.
And we haven't, SGA hasn't put theirs in yet, so technically ours is expired too. So like, does that mean are you advising against it, or can you?
I'm just giving facts. I'm not advising one way or not. I'm just telling you they're not all recognized.
Which organizations are?
all right. Yep. Wes, you can speak.
Currently, as I'm going through it right now, Black Student Union is expired, SAC is expired, Instrumentation Automation, good Lord, I can't say it, Instrumentation Automation Society is expired, African Students Association, let me check on that one, that is expired, Precision Flight Team is active. Peer leadership is active. National Student Association is expired.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you.
As has been pointed out, like the process is not over yet. So that's the only thing. Like they could get recognized, but right now they're not registered with our department.
Gotcha. Okay. So if that's the case, I recommend that we can table it for next week and reach out to the organizations and make sure they are approved on campus and then go through the Supreme Court once again. And so if that's the case, if I want to do that, I need to hear a motion. Yes, Lindsay?
Well, going off what you said, basically, if they don't want to re-up as an organization, I don't think they should have a seat in here.
All right. Hey.
Okay.
Okay. Any other discussion? Or Kevin?
If the things are due tomorrow, then that needs to be tomorrow incorrect. I'm sorry, I was asking a question.
I think that's correct. So,
Okay. I was just making sure
Abram.
we update them ASAP.
You go to Winston out on it,
15.
so they have until the end of the week.
To the end of the week. Gotcha. So like I said, we can table it. All right, Trevor?
Can we table something we already voted on?
So we didn't vote for approval. We just approved nominations. So they're not technically ex officios yet. So any other discussion or a motion to table?
Motion to table.
All right, motion to table. I hear a second. Second, for all in favor to table the ex officio nominations for next week, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Abstain. All right, the table ex officio nominations for next week. Moving on. All right, any other announcements before we adjourn the meeting? If that's the case, meeting adjourned.
Can we stay for a minute and visit a little bit about this?
Huh?
Can we stay for a minute with some of us and visit about this?
Hey, if you got on homecoming court, make sure you're back here by 7:30.
I was mentioning this to Les. There was a parking application issues over here that was not their issue.
Wait, hold on. What are you talking about?
Can you pull the application up? Okay, for it.
Come on. Okay, there we go.